Hello student. So let's start the nervous system. So definition of nervous system, it is the stimuli response region in which the structural and the functional unit is the neuron. ठीक है. So human nervous system, it is responsible for the judgment, intelligence and the memory. ठीक है. Then the nervous system, that is the chief controlling and coordinating system of the body, and it should be again divided into the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. ठीक है. So central nervous system that consists of the brain and the spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system that include the cranial nerves which are 12 in numbers and the spinal nerves which are 31 pair in number. So let's see the details of the nervous system. So the nervous system, it is stimuli response region in which the structural and the functional unit, it is neuron. Then the nervous system, it should be divided into two parts, that is the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system that includes the brain and the spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system that include the 12 pairs of the cranial nerves, 31 pairs of the spinal nerves and the splanchnic nerve. Then the brain and the spinal cord, it should be forming, or it should be formed from the three primary vesicles. So these three primary vesicles that include the division of the brain, that is the forebrain, midbrain and the hindbrain. So the forebrain, it is formed, or it is called the prosencephalon. The midbrain, it is called the mesencephalon, and the hindbrain, it is called the rhombencephalon. Then secondary brain vesicles, that is the forebrain, it should be divided into the two parts, that is the telencephalon and the diencephalon. Okay. So telencephalon, it should be forming the cerebral hemisphere, and which include the cerebral cortex, basal ganglia, hippocampus and the amygdala. And the diencephalon, it should be forming the derivatives, that is the thalamus, metathalamus, epithalamus, subthalamus and the hypothalamus. Then these two parts, that the telencephalon and the diencephalon, it includes, that is the lateral ventricle and the cranial part of the third ventricle. ठीक है. And the diencephalon that include the most of the part of the third ventricle except the cranial part. Then next to it, that is the mesencephalon or the midbrain. Then the mesencephalon, it should be forming that the midbrain which include the cavity, that is the cerebral aqueduct. So here you can see midbrain, that should be from the primary vesicle, that is the mesencephalon, and it should be from the part of the midbrain, that is the tectum and the tegmentum. Then the third part, that is the hindbrain or the rhombencephalon. So the hindbrain again divided into the metencephalon and the myelencephalon. The metencephalon, it gives the derivatives, that is the pons and the cerebellum, and the myelencephalon, it gives the derivatives, that is the medulla oblongata. So that is the metencephalon that consists of the fourth ventricle and the medulla oblongata anteriorly, it forming that the fourth ventricle. So in this way, that is the division of the central nervous system that should be occurs. Then the peripheral nervous system, as you know, it includes the cranial nerve, spinal nerve and the splanchnic nerve. And again this peripheral nervous system, it should be divided functionally into the autonomic nervous system and the somatic nervous system. So the somatic nervous system that include, or it should be include the skeletal muscles, the tendons, joints and the skin. And the autonomic nervous system that concern with the innervation of the blood vessel, visceral organ and the glands. Then the autonomic nervous system again divided into the two parts, that is the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. So sympathetic nervous system that work under the stress, and the parasympathetic nervous system that relaxes that relieves the stress. Means any organ whenever the contracted, so that is the sympathetic nervous system, it should be work, and whenever that is the organ should be relaxes, so that is the parasympathetic nervous system that should be work. So in this way, that is we had seen that is the division of the nervous system. After then we should have to see that is the neuron. So here in this diagram you can see that is the different structure of the brain. So that is the prosencephalon, this is the first part of the brain, then the mesencephalon, that is the second part of the brain, and the third, that is the rhombencephalon, that is the third part of the brain. So the mesencephalon, that includes the telencephalon, which forming that the cerebral hemisphere, here you can see, and the second part, that is the diencephalon, which consists of the thalamus, metathalamus, epithalamus, subthalamus, and the hypothalamus. Okay, then the second part, that is the mesencephalon. So mesencephalon, it should be forming that the midbrain. So here you can see that is the midbrain, and the rhombencephalon, that should be again divided into the metencephalon and the myelencephalon. So metencephalon, it should be forming that is the pons and the cerebellum, and the myelencephalon, it should be forming the medulla oblongata. Then the cavity which is present into this region, that is the telencephalon, it consists of the lateral ventricle, and the diencephalon, that includes the most of the part of the third ventricle except the cranial part. Then the second mesencephalon, that includes the cerebral aqueduct, and the rhombencephalon, that includes the fourth ventricle. So that is the ventricles that should be present into the different part of that is the brain. So here in this diagram you can see that is the different part of the brain. So here that is the cerebrum is present, you can see this is the cerebrum. Then this second part, that is the midbrain, pons, and the medulla oblongata. So that is the midbrain, this is the pons and the medulla oblongata, and this is the cerebellum. And here that is the blue color, it can shows that is the ventricular system. That is here the lateral ventricle is present, here that is the third ventricle is present, this one that is the cerebral aqueduct, and fourth that is the triangular ventricle, that is the fourth ventricle. So in this way, that is the different parts of the brain that should be present, and in this region that is the thalamus is present, that consists of the epithalamus, metathalamus, subthalamus, and last one that is the hypothalamus. So that should be present. So these are the different part of the brain. The midbrain, pons, and the medulla. Totally it is three parts of the brain. It is called the brain stem. Green color total part of that is the brain. It is called the brain stem. And the hindbrain, that includes the pons, medulla, and the cerebellum. So these three part that should be included, that is called the hindbrain. So let's see the basic structure of the brain, that is the neuron. So here you can see that is the neuron. So neuron, it is the structural and the functional unit of the nervous system. So all the parts of the nervous system, it includes or it should be made by the small cells, that is the called the neuron or the nerve cells. Then the neuron, it should be divided into the two part. So first part, it is called the cell body, and second part, it is called the cell process. So this one, that is called the cell process, this one. And this is the central, that is the cell body. So cell body collectively they form the gray matter and the nuclei into the CNS, and also it should be form the ganglion in the peripheral nervous system. Then the cell process. The cell process, it should be again divided into that the two types. First, which is attached to that the cell body, it is called the dendrites, and the long elongated process which is comes out, it is called the axon. So let's see, that is the dendrites. These are many short and richly branched and often the varicose. So here you can see total peripheral part of that is the cell body. So that is called the dendrites. Then it axon. So axon, it is a single elongated process. So here you can see it is single elongated process. Collectively axon form the tract into the white matter of the CNS, and it also forming that the nerve into the peripheral nervous system. Okay, then the dendrites the nerve impulses that travels into the cell body. So from this, that is, here you can see that is the arrows. So that is the impulses that should be comes out into that the cell body. Where are the axons that impulses travels away from the cell body. So here you can see that is the arrow. So impulses that should be goes away from the cell body. Okay. Then functionally, that the neuron is specialized for transitivity and the conductivity of the impulses. Okay. So impulses from this neuron can flow with a great speed and very rapidly. That means the 125 meter per second. So you can imagine how it should be forming that the speed to passing the impulses. So impulses passes flows towards the cell body in the dendrites and away from the cell body throughout that the axon. So near neurons are connected to that one to another by their process, forming a long which impulses they should be passes from one neuron to that the another neuron. So this type it is called the synapse. So that is whenever that is the two neurons or more than two neurons, they should be attached with each other by a connection. So this connectivity it is called the synapse. So in this synapse we can see the diagram of the synapse. So here in this diagram you can see that is the synapse. Here in this diagram you can see that is the terminal part of the axon which is attached to that the another cell. Okay, so these two parts they are not in contact with each other, but here it should be forming that the gap. So here you can see that gap. So that is called the synaptic cleft. Okay, and then from the one neuron to that the another neuron, that is the impulses it should be traverses by a neurotransmitter, biochemical neurotransmitter, that is called the acetylcholine. So throughout that the acetylcholine, that is the impulses that should be passing out from one neuron to that the another neuron. Then we should have to see that is the classification of the neuron. So here in this diagram you can see that is the structure of the neuron. So most of the axon of the neuron, so here you can see that is the cell body central, here that is the dendrite is present, that is the cell process that consists of the dendrite and the axon, and most of the axon that is surrounded by a sheath that is called the myelin sheath. So that is the sheath, the axon which is covered by the myelin sheath, it is called the myelinated neuron, and the neuron which is without of covering of that is the myelin sheath by the axon, it is called the unmyelinated neuron. Okay? Then the part of the axon which is connected to the cell body, so here this one, so this part it is called the axon hillock. Then the cell body that includes the small granules, consist of the small granules, it is called the Nissal's granules. The myelin sheath it should be divided into the number of branching process on the axon. So this branching process it is called the node of Ranvier, and the myelin sheath that consists of the cell, or that is called the Schwann cell. Then the axon it should be in the ending part it should be divided that the small tubular structure, that is the button shape like structure, so it is called the terminal button, and throughout that the terminal button that the axon is connected to the other neuron. So that is the structure of the neuron.